Hi everyone. So tonight I wanted to show you how I am doing a rotisserie chicken for dinner tonight. If you don't have the air fryer, trust me, you are missing out. The air fryer is amazing because it has all of the different functionalities. You can do your air fry setting, bake, roast, rotisserie, reheat, and dehydrate. I've used dehydrate for dehydrating fruits, spices, and all that stuff, so that I can dry fresh grown herbs. Like I've done basil and I've done thyme and rosemary. And I use those and I put them in there, I dehydrate them, and then I have my own fresh grown spices when I can. The other thing is that I also love it for the reheating setting for like frozen pizzas, pizza pockets, the pizza bagels, those kind of things. I also use the air fryer for, I do baking chicken. I do dips too. I did this other one where it was cream cheese, a can of chili, and some cheddar cheese on top. Put it in here and let it bake for like, I think maybe 5 minutes, and it was amazing. It was really good. We ate it with tortilla chips, and it was quite delicious. So I strongly recommend that recipe. The other thing is I have used the baking. I use the roasting for my vegetables a lot. I will put like squash, asparagus, which I'm going to show you another way to do that tonight, and a couple other things. Like I love doing the roasting setting for that, and then especially in the summertime, because with how hot it is here in Oklahoma, it's super hot plus humid, and you really just don't want to turn on the oven because it just really heats up your house and costs even more money to cool it back down. So I use this for that during the summertime, because I can do it, my kids love it, and it's just amazing. So I also do that. So I'm going to show you how I use my air fryer for a rotisserie chicken. So I've got my chicken in here. It's a 5-pound chicken. It's kind of pushing it, but it's working. So I did check to make sure it's all in there. So you kind of latch it in here. Let me see if I can take it out real quick. Make sure I get it latched good in there again. But I have it all tied up onto the rotisserie stick, and I have it stuffed, or did have it stuffed with some yummy onion and garlic inside of it. And so I'm going to just latch this right back in here. We'll click back in there. Okay. You want to make sure it gets good and latched in there, because if it doesn't, then it's not going to work very good. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. All right. So I've got it in here. So I'm going to go ahead and close the door. My hands are messy now. I'm going to turn it to the rotisserie side. And I'm going to let it cook for 45 minutes so far. I will check it halfway. It does beep 3 times for you when you hit the halfway mark. And I will test it with the meat thermometer. Before you hit start, make sure you're hitting the rotate button. And then hit start. And you'll see that it's starting to move inside there. And it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. So for that, though, I did use the rotisserie seasoning from Pampered Chef along with butter. I put butter underneath the skin and on top of the skin, so it's good and delicious, and I'll get that skin, that perfect crispiness. So I made sure I did that. Okay, the other thing, I'm going to show you what I do for my side. So I've got my cast iron skillet, and I've got my asparagus, and of course you just break off the ends for that. I've had some people request and are curious how to make the asparagus fresh. I don't ever use canned. I don't like the mushiness and the canned flavor that the can has, so I always use fresh asparagus. I have used the frozen during the wintertime because it's harder to find really good asparagus in the store during the wintertime. So I have used the frozen, and it's the next best thing. I will never buy canned. Unless I don't know if I'd ever be that desperate. I'd rather eat something else, but you know. Okay, so I do this. I break the ends off naturally, because if you don't, you can get some of those really tough ends, and it's just not good. I used to just do it where I would cut all the ends so they'd all be the even same size, and that was never a good idea because you'd get those really hard, chewy ends, and it was just never fun to get that bite. Okay. My kids are, threw the wrong thing in here. My kids are weird and they love asparagus. Another vegetable that we absolutely love in this house is artichoke. We love to just kind of, with my artichoke, I will cut certain parts of it off, boil it for about 45 minutes with butter, garlic, and a little bit of onion. And I like to get it good and tasty. Of course, I'm salting it. And we will just sit there and eat an artichoke, just that, for dinner. I don't know if it's a California thing, but I grew up dipping the edible ends into real mayo. I grew up doing that. My dad taught me that, so we just do that here. I don't know. Some people do not like it, and that's okay, but some people just love it. So that's what we do. We even eat our asparagus dipped in real mayo too. Okay, so I'm getting this all nice and filled up. And one key thing is to make sure you're not putting too much oil in with your asparagus. My hair is itching my nose. Okay. All right, so got my asparagus in here. And I will do, let me see here. Let me grab some butter. Hold on a second. Okay. I personally love butter better than anything else. Olive oil is really good. The garlic infused oil from Pampered Chef would be a good thing to use as well. I just personally love butter. Okay, so I just put a couple of blocks on top. And they're not very, they're kind of thin. And I just do about 4, okay? And there are quite a few different things that you can use on this. I like to use lemon pepper, and I like to use anything garlic, and I also like to use a like a seasoned salt. It's really good on there as well. So, but today, this is what I'm using, I'm using the garlic rub, and I'm just gonna put that on there. And there you go. And that's what I do. I will show cooking it later, but for right now, I don't want to cook it right now because, I mean, I still got a ways. Oh, it turned off on me. But still got a ways for the chicken to cook. So, have a great night, guys. Enjoy, and I will post pictures of me taking out, or come back live of me taking out the rotisserie chicken. Have a good night.